YouTube? It's your boy Longface Skinny Body Black Uchiha 3. We got My Hero Academia Season 3. And yo, let me start off first of all in this video. Just say first of all, I'm mad as shit that I even decided to take a break from watching My Hero Academia. Like, I low-key just stopped watching after, basically the All Might versus All for One shit, really, and getting into the whole hero provisionals license shit. That's when I just stopped watching My Hero for like a good 2-3 months, damn near, bro. And it's like I just kept seeing so many memes and posts and spoilers about this Deku versus Kacha. So of course I had to binge watch that shit, and I'm completely caught up. Damn, bro. And it's like I know some people gonna be bugging out because of the fucking thumbnail, but like y'all should already know just by my fucking name, like Black Uchiha. I'm a fucking Naruto fan. I'm OG. I respect Naruto to the core. Ain't no disrespect to Naruto in my eyes. If you disrespect Naruto, you might just get a clean Gallic gun to the face. I hope y'all noticed what I did there. I ain't even gonna mention it. But anyways, but still, it's like I really believe that Deku and Bakugo's relationship has the potential to, and eventually will be, better than Naruto and Sasuke. If the artists and the writers can keep it going the way it's going right now, like building on their relationship, it's fucking crazy. Like, honestly, starting off the show, I didn't think we would get this quick. Obviously, it's been like the show came out for a couple years now. It's not old, but it's not new anymore. It's just new in the sense like this shit is just blowing up in anime world recently. But it's like 2 or 3 years old, 3 years old, somewhere around there, 3, 4 maybe. I don't know. But from the beginning of the show until now, I didn't think we would get this quickly into the progression we've gotten with both Deku and Bakugo. I thought it was gonna take a whole lot. I thought not a whole lot more. Like the amount of impact and feels they threw into that shit was perfect. It was just the right amount. But I thought they was gonna drag that shit out a whole lot longer. That just goes to say how much of like animes I be basing off of, like Naruto and Boruto and shit. Cause like, Boruto and Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, all them niggas, they just known for cliffhangers and just dragging shit out. But like, we still love it and we still gonna watch it at the end of the day. With My Hero Academia, like, they throw shit at you and it's like, damn, already? But damn, that shit's still nice. I don't know how to describe it, and I don't even want to describe it because I'm gonna fuck around and just lose my whole train of thought for this entire video if I try to describe it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll eventually know if you don't watch mine. But still, it's like, shit, Deku and Bakugo's relationship as like, like their brotherly relationship, I shouldn't even say brotherly relationship, rivalry, is fucking, it's just next level good. It's amazing. And really, when we go into like, Naruto and Sasuke, it's like, from the beginning of the show even to the end, it's like, okay, we get a few moments where we get to see Naruto and Sasuke bond, and where they have that, that relationship where they want, to protect each other, or they're feeding off of each other to get stronger and shit like that. But for the majority of the show, it was really just, Naruto trying to get to Sasuke. In a sense, starting off the show, it was really just Naruto trying to catch up to Sasuke in terms of strength. And, Sasuke finally coming to terms and acknowledging Naruto's strength. But then, when we get into Shippuden and Sasuke leave, he does all that evil shit. It's just like, damn, now it's just really just Naruto's trying to just get to Sasuke now. That's really what the whole show was about. So I really wouldn't say it was building off of their relationship, because throughout the entirety of Shippuden, they just threw it on us. Like, these niggas been like blood brothers from the jump. Like, they got along swell. That's how Naruto felt about this nigga. That's how they was forcing him. Like, nah, me and Sasuke can't break the bond that we got. That shit is too strong. And I ain't gonna deny that. The bond was never there for how strong they claim that shit to be. Obviously it is. But they didn't give that bond enough screen time. That's the problem with it. And they probably did with a whole lot of fillers, because Naruto's popular for that filler shit. They throw in a couple of fillers every now and then, but their timing with shit just be off. Like, they drop an episode, boom, Pain just popped up in the village. All of a sudden, next 4 episodes, it's about Sakura and like, who the fuck got time for shit like that? Like, come on, bro, go back to the real story. So that's the shit that Naruto and them was be doing. That's one of the things I hated about the show. So I'm guessing that yeah, they probably did throw a couple of those fillers in with Naruto and Sasuke, their younger days, and missions that we never really got to see throughout the show. But still, from what we actually got throughout the Naruto series, like Sasuke left, I wouldn't say halfway, but more towards the end of the show, we still got like a good season without Sasuke and Naruto. Basically, you know, we got that whole Sasuke retrieval mission and shit, all that. But still, the point is like, you know, we get the when we go to Bakugo and Deku, it's like these niggas. We see the similarities. Obviously, you know, Deku being Bakugo's Naruto and Bakugo being Deku's Sasuke. We get to see the resemblance there. You know, both kids, they both grew up together. They both known each other for that amount of time. Obviously, Deku being the inferior one to Bakugo, whereas Bakugo's having this hard attitude. But Bakugo's character is more like harsher than Sasuke. Sasuke is more like, I wouldn't say emo because that's my nigga, and I don't really fuck with that emo shit. But Sasuke he's more like a chill, hateful character. Bakugo, like, he'll let you know what's on sight. Like, yo, you're fucking ugly, get out my face. Or like, you're chewing too loud. Bakugo's that type of character, in a sense. And the thing about Bakugo, hate isn't really driving Bakugo. What's driving Bakugo is the determination of becoming number one. Hate drove Sasuke. With My Hero Academia, I don't know the turn the show's gonna take, because obviously we're still pretty early into the show, and you know, even from the beginning of the season, we know the whole point is Deku is telling us the story of how he became the greatest hero. So right now we're just following along this path, and obviously My Hero will have very dark moments, but you know, Naruto, that shit was just on some next level demonic dark shit. Like Itachi killing their whole family. Obviously Itachi's the GOAT, not for that, but just the way he went about shit. Itachi's the GOAT for shit like that, but Naruto was way more dark. But the way that My Hero Academia is taken, I won't say that they're being careful with it, but they're playing their cards fucking smart, bro. Like, Bakugo isn't a complete write-off of fucking Sasuke. Some people, like, only ignorant people would say so. You know, when he got kidnapped and people like, yep, I knew it, he was going to be another fucking Sasuke. Like, are you really cannot read into anime that well to know that they're just fucking bullshitting? It reached a point in time where you watch anime, it's like, you can see through the shit that they're trying to pull. Sometimes you can fall for it, but most of the times, even though we're still watching it and we still don't know, the majority of the time you could say shit like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. For instance, with this Deku versus Kachan Part 2, I knew for a fact Bakugo was going to win. They was not going to, like, Bakugo's my favorite My Hero character. I'm not even just saying this because he's my favorite. They wasn't just going to do my nigga that dirty to where he was literally going to call Deku out and lose and still have to deal with that shit. Like, throughout the entire fight, these niggas is pouring out their feelings. They talking about shit, and we get to see all the shit that Bakugo's dealing with. He feels responsible for All Might retiring. He feels responsible. He just feels like he's too weak. You know, he's jealous of the fact that All Might took in Deku, and they both grew up admiring this nigga, and he just wants to know, like, if he did something wrong to not get All Might to acknowledge him, but he acknowledges Deku. Deku's been chasing behind Bakugo all their lives, and all of a sudden Bakugo feels like he's chasing behind Deku, and he hates that shit. He just basically, he's jealous in a sense. He just doesn't know how to deal with that, like, because he never saw Deku as a threat of competition for him. He always saw him like, I'm gonna crush this little nigga. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Now this little nigga is like fighting back, and he's like, what the fuck? And he feels like a bitch. That's basically breaking it down in Bakugo's head. And that's really what he's trying to convey to Deku, and he just wants to fight in order to say all of this. And Deku understands that much about it. He may not understand exactly how Bakugo feels, but he understands that Bakugo can't speak his feelings. He gotta fight. And that, honestly, Deku didn't want to throw them hands at first, but he had no choice. My nigga Bakugo came out swinging, and that was a lit ass fight. Like, Bakugo was on this nigga's ass. He was going to work. Don't get me wrong though, Deku, like, that whole fight, they both put in their work, and I like how Bakugo won. Low key, I almost fell for the whole little anime shit I was talking about earlier. They almost caught me when Deku threw that punch. I'm like, oh shit, he just finessed this nigga. But I was like, yeah, nah, they holding it too long. Nigga Bakugo got him and kicked him, and that blast was ridiculous. Bakugo uses his fucking power so strategically, and I feel like it's easily overlooked because of how angry and how outgoing and like loud he is. Like, you gotta peep, like, some of the shit that he say, you can't always take it literal. And I learned that about his character, which is why he developed into one of my favorite characters. Because like there's always shit behind each of the words that he says. He's smarter than what he gives off. It's just that he's angry and he can't switch his character. He's not going to change for nobody, but he's not dumb at the same time. He's going to show you that he's not dumb, even though you may not understand at the time. It'll come to you eventually. And he has a whole lot of instances in the show where shit like that happens. And in this sense, it's like, okay, well, okay, all right, that Deku and All Might share this secret. He figured all that shit out, and he knows what he's saying is right, but he still wants to hear Deku say all of this shit, and it's like, the fuck, people look at Bakugo like he's just this angry ass nigga, like literally Deku breathing. That shit pisses him off. Obviously, I would say that there's more than that. He wasn't mad at this nigga. When they was kids, Deku was just like a little crybaby. And Bakugo was more like a leader / bully kid, and he just got strong, and he let that shit get to his head to where it's like, nah, he cannot be inferior to anyone else. And the character development he got by the end of this fight was fucking amazing, because it's like, yo, you being trained by the number one nigga, you should not be losing. And that's what he's telling Deku, basically saying like, you shouldn't have lost the fight, which he did lose the fight. Even though it was like possibly, okay, what if the fight would have continued? Like, them niggas was on the ground for like a whole 10 fucking seconds before All Might pulled up. So I ain't really trying to hear none of that shit. Like, my nigga Deku was out of breath. He was tired as fuck, my nigga. But then you could be like, oh, he's using 8% of his power. Nigga, first of all, if you want to be technical, I don't even know why. I'm just starting an argument with no one, but I just want to get this shit out that way. But if you want to be technical, 8% is the maximum capacity that he's able to access. So technically, he's using his full capability of power as of right now, going against Bakugo. But what's crazy is they built up these two to be these rivals. And one of the things I think about, when Deku is able to actually utilize 100% of his fucking one for all power, how is Bakugo like? That I just showed you, like, they're not gonna leave Bakugo in the dust. They're not gonna do my nigga dirty. No fucking way. Obviously, he's gonna have to get stronger, and he's gonna be able to have to compete with that, one for all Deku. Obviously, Deku will probably be the strongest hero. He will be. This is typical anime shit. I don't know why I just got so down saying that, but he will be the number one hero. But they not gonna do my nigga Bakugo dirty in terms of strength, comparing him to Deku. So like, basically breaking it down, with Deku and Bakugo, it's like they're building their characters off of each other. We see how Deku feels towards Bakugo. He hates the fact that how Bakugo is so hateful and resentful, but he loves the fact that Bakugo always wants to be number one and victorious and shit. He admires his strength. And in a sense, Bakugo is like, yo, you've been inferior to me the whole time. Where's all this fucking strength coming from? He acknowledges the fact that, yes, Deku is strong, but why? And why are you stronger than me? That shit don't make sense. That's basically what's going on with Bakugo. And at the end of the fight, when they get the whole conversation with All Might and shit, and All Might, I like this little scene that they got where All Might actually acknowledges, like, these niggas finally become proper rivals, and I can't wait. Like, how is the fucking writers gonna build off of after that? Obviously we got the next episode where we introduce, the whole big three of UA, but I really wanted to focus this review, since I haven't talked about My Hero in such a long ass fucking time, on Bakugo versus Deku. But still, it's like we get to see All Might talking to these niggas, and Bakugo's just fucking letting it all out. And I doubt we're gonna see this type of Bakugo again. Like, that nigga sounded like a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. You're not gonna see that again. So that shit was fucking rare. Like, he was just saying, like, bro, I'm weak, All Might. I need you too. Like, what if he's basically saying, like, what if he needed him as well, as much as Deku needed him? All Might saying, you probably didn't. You didn't. Physically, he didn't, but mentally, that's where he obviously did. Now, there was no point in my mind no doubt whatsoever, mentally, Bakugo, I believe that Bakugo is mentally weak enough to where, like, yeah, he has to do something to become evil or some shit like that, but mentally weak in the sense, like, he just doesn't know how to go about on his course becoming the number one hero. He doesn't know how to handle the feelings of, not always being the best, and how to cope with, even though the fact that he does work hard, but how to cope with working hard and accepting the fact that there will be someone better than you. But that's the whole point of working hard, in order to reach that point. And his little argument with Deku at the end shows that, where there be both of them saying like, "Nah, I'm gonna get stronger than you." He's saying, "Nah, I'm gonna get stronger than you." And we get two instances in the episode where Bakugo mentions that Deku has passed him, and in a sense, at one point we even get to see Bakugo smiling in a fight, even though he questioned Deku, why was he smiling? We get to see Bakugo, he's enjoying the shit. He likes the urge, he likes the rush. So getting past all this whole feelings bullshit, at the end of the day, he enjoys the fact that Deku is strong. He has someone to fight with. These niggas known each other all their lives, and they're never ever once spoken to each other about like real shit that's going on. If they ever spoken when they was kids, how when you're kids, you don't open up about shit. Kids, everything is fucking public. Everything, all your problems and all your shit is with your friends on the playground and shit like that. And going up through middle school and high school, these niggas just never had that. I wouldn't say like that. They just never had that push. None of them had that urge to, say something to the other, but they always wanted to relay how they felt, which is and that's the way their relationship is built. And it's amazing in that sense. With Naruto, Sasuke, like I said, like they built each of the characters. They built Naruto by himself. They built Sasuke by himself, and then they showed us the parallel between the two. How Sasuke could have been in Naruto's shoes, and Naruto could have been in Sasuke's shoes. But at the end of the day, they both had admiration for each other. Yet they took different paths. In Bakugo and Deku's sense, it's more like, okay, Deku is acknowledging a specific trait for Bakugo, and Bakugo is acknowledging a specific trait from Deku, and they both realize, okay, yeah, Deku had to catch up to acquire the strength, but now that they're at the same level, it's like, okay, boom, I gotta get stronger than you just to be number one. And it's basically, that's where we're at right now and how they're going about it. And with Naruto and Sasuke, obviously they have more depth and more like problems behind their shit background. With Sasuke never feeling that Naruto could truly understand him because he didn't have a family in the first place. But the fact is, Naruto was always alone, and he always wanted what Sasuke had at one point. That being in the family and shit like that. But he never got to really experience that in his younger days, and that's like the sad truth. All right, they got that shit behind their story. And that's like beautiful. Don't get me wrong and shit like that. But when it comes to Bakugo and Deku, it's like, fuck. These two kids, these two polar opposites, are striving to be the number one heroes. And it's not like we get to see how, Sasuke's idea of being a Hokage, even though that nigga's my favorite, like that shit was just fucking twisted. Like I ain't gonna deny that shit. That whole evolution shit. It was understandable, but it was still twisted. So we could see the parallel with these two relationships with Sasuke, Naruto, and Bakugo and Deku, where each of them are striving for the same goal. Naruto wanted to be Hokage. Sasuke's Hokage he wanted like evolution and a redemption and revolution and shit like that. With Bakugo and Deku, it's like, all right, they're both striving to be the number one hero. They both want to be like All Might, and they both want to be stronger than All Might. So they want to surpass All Might in the pursuit of being like All Might, in a sense. So it's like they're on the same path, low key, but they're still taking different ways about it. Only you would say it like that only because that's based off their personalities. With Deku being so timid, and I ain't gonna say sweet because I'm a real ass nigga. That's not the type of words you real ass nigga should use. But she's so timid and soft and shit like that. And just Bakugo's just like aggressive, and he's straightforward with it. But we've been building upon the story where like Deku ain't no bitch now. So we get to see major character, and it's like the major character development for both of them is ridiculous. And with Naruto Sasuke, there was amazing character development. Don't get it twisted. But with Sasuke, it was like, okay, we know this nigga's pursuing hate. He's gonna go in the darkness. And with Naruto, it's like, all right, this nigga obviously is not gonna give up. He wants to grab Sasuke back, and we knew that. That was it. That was it behind it. And for Deku and Bakugo, it's like they're both at the same place now, and it's just like, damn, we don't know what's next. And that's the exciting thing about their rivalry. And it's like, is Bakugo gonna acknowledge Deku as like more than just a rival? And I feel like, yeah, as time passes, they're gonna build a relationship that's gonna be like on a real ass unbreakable bond. Even we get see at the end of the episode, when one of the episodes, episode 61, I believe, when they're talking about, okay, when Deku literally had the balls to ask this nigga about his shoot style after they just came from fighting, and Bakugo actually helped this nigga out and gave him some tips, some pointers about like him being like so noticeable with how he's about to attack right before he attacked, and it gives people time, a split second, to react to shit like that. And Bakugo told him, and he acknowledged the fact that when Deku switched up to a punch, it made him mad. Now he literally said that shit made him mad, but really what he really meant, or really what that sentence meant, because after he said that, Deku's face lightened up. He was like, shit, this nigga just acknowledged my power. That's basically what he really did when he was like, that hit made him mad. It was like, your kicks was being readable, and you didn't really land a good solid kick throughout the whole fight. You probably landed like 2 kicks, 1-2 good kicks, but for the most part, Bakugo's reading them shits and really not trying to get hit by this nigga feet. So when he switched it up to the fist, that's just good battle strategy right there. And the thing about Bakugo, and it says a lot just behind that sentence, just him saying that punch made me mad. Making him mad, obviously, it made him mad because it was like, fuck, he didn't expect that shit. Like, damn, this nigga just fucking hit me. That was good. That's basically, it was a compliment. That's Bakugo's compliment. And that's how Deku sees it, and he understands Bakugo in that way. And basically, it's like, no one can really, Deku said it himself, no one can really accept Bakugo's feelings how they are other than him. And that's another thing why I like their relationship really well. They're fucking, like, they're an amazing rivalry, and it's gonna be an amazing rivalry. I can't wait to see this rivalry. I'm fucking dumb as shit for taking a break from My Hero Academia. I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I do know what I was thinking, because it was amazing as fuck to binge watch this shit. I couldn't imagine waiting week by week watching these last couple of episodes. But it's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face skinny body, guys. We're not getting Boruto episode until October 10th on the new release day on Sunday. So, it was going to be pretty empty this week with no Boruto episodes dropping, which is another reason why I thought of the idea for this video. But still, I'm definitely going to start hopping into doing more My Hero Academia videos. And I got a couple of more videos coming out very shortly in the next couple of days. So keep your eye out. So drop a like, leave a comment below, hit the bell, and subscribe. I'm going to say it one more time because I want y'all to do what? Subscribe. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, skinny body, got no degree. Holla at me. I'm going to holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out.